And welcome back to the MIAA Conference Tournament here at Nicolay Field for game number 3 between the Adrian College Bulldogs and the Hope Flying Dutch. I'm Adrian pitcher alongside my partner, Hunter Hefner. We'll be bringing you through today's third game of the tournament. Hope will be the home team in the field to start it off. Their starting pitcher is going to be number 16, Max Gation, 6'7" sophomore from Stevensville, Michigan. It's his 10th appearance, his 8th start. Carries a 4-1 record and 2 complete games. He pitched in the May 4th contest and earned a no decision in what turned out to be a 4-3 win in 10 innings against the Bulldogs. He was out for 5 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Zach Shearing's going to start it off for Adrian.
Yesterday, Shaq Sheeran went 1 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs. Pretty okay game for him. We'll see if he can improve on that today.
He was 0 for 6 in the May 4th outing. Pops this one into center field. Easy play from Midday. And with that, we have the first out. Day number 2, MIAA Conference Tournament.
Up to bat next for the Bulldogs will be number 4, the shortstop, Thomas Miller. Thomas Miller struggled yesterday, going 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Looking to improve on that today. The last time Miller played Hope, his last outing he went 2 for 4, scoring 2 runs himself with 1 RBI and 1 base on ball.
He watches a breaking ball there in for ball number 1. Miller is followed by Gunnar Rainey, Brady Wood, Dugan Darnell, Chad Paddock, Jason Croce, Jake Lemelin, and Brandon Cooper, rounding out the Bulldog lineup. In the field for the Dutch, Marucci's at third, Kim at short, Fairchild's at second, Epiga rounds out the infield at first. We have a bouncer up the middle, played by Fairchild. Throws on, goes wide and not in time. It's a single for Thomas Miller. In the outfield for the Dutch, Soika, Midday, and Apple from left to right. That'll bring up the catcher, Gunnar Rainey, for the Bulldogs.
Gunnar Rainey went 2 for 4 yesterday with 2 runs scored from himself, and he also got walked.
That was a comeback victory for the Bulldogs against Alma to advance to the winner's bracket and face Hope, who took down Albion in a 5-7 thriller in the nightcap. Starts Rainey off with a breaking ball for a strike. Umpires for today behind the plate is Josh McNally. In the field we have Grant Henderson and Corey Ray.
Miller gets his lead off first. 0-1 pitch right here.
Just fastball just outside. Push the count to 1-1. Lefty comes set. Breaking ball fouled right back up the gut. It's going to move it to 1-2.
1-2 count now. Rainey looking here to protect.
Rainey was 3 for 5 in that last game against Hope, in which Gation was the starting pitcher.
1-2 pitch right here. Right up the middle.
Bounced up the middle. And we have a double play to end the inning as Fairchild took it to second himself. And just like that, the Bulldogs go down in short order. Fairchild, Slanzik, and Midday due up for the Dutch in the bottom half of the first. Jordan Fairchild, the second baseman for the Dutch, steps in to start it off for the Dutch. The Dutchman lineup goes Fairchild, Trey Slanzik, Evan Madej, Mason Apple, Brent Kim, Nick Lepore, Ted Eppinka, Joey Marucci, and Jack Soika.
Fairchild yesterday went 3 for 3 with 3 runs himself. He also had 2 base on balls.
Everything you want out of a leadoff hitter. Seeing pitches, drawing walks, scoring runs.
Doing whatever it takes to get on base.
Watches the first pitch for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. This one catches the strike zone. That'll push the count to 1-1. Mo Hanley, the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, 6'2" sophomore from Tampa, Florida. This is his 12th appearance and 7th start. He sends in a breaking ball, popped up. Easy play for Dugan Darnell at third. And that'll be the first out of the inning for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up Trey Slanzik, the Dutch catcher.
Slanzik with 3 for 5 yesterday, which is one run in himself.
We mentioned Dugan Darnell on the catch there behind Hanley. Thomas Miller is at short. Jake Lemlin at second. Brady Wood is at first. The outfield, Cooper, Shearing, and Croce from left to right.
First pitch grounded to Darnell.
Fires across the diamond in time for out number 2. That'll bring up Evan Madej, the center fielder for the Dutch.
Madej went 1 for 4 yesterday with only 1 run in himself. Looking to improve on that today, especially coming out from the 3-slot hitter right here.
Mo Hanley was the pitcher in the May 4th contest. He went 5 innings, went up 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts, which turned out to be a no decision for him as well. That fastball misses low for ball 1. Madej was 0 for 3 in that contest.
1-0 pitch right here to Madej.
That one catches the inside corner for a strike. Here's the 1-1. Off speed. Fooled him there to push to 1-2.
1-2 count now on Madej, looking to protect, keep the inning alive.
The 1-2 offering. Comes back with another breaking ball, just can't catch the inside corner. Adrian, the 1 seed in this tournament, Hope, the 2 seed. Both having to make comeback wins in round 1. That one fouled off to stay alive.
I feel like if Hanley's able to keep that ball right there inside corner for a strike, it's going to be a very dangerous pitch to these lefties for the Dutchman.
Hanley's now pitched in 48 innings, giving up 24 hits and only 13 runs this season. So that one's fouled off as well. 10 of those 13 runs were earned, 24 walks to 59 strikeouts. That gives him a 1.91 ERA. And he averages 11.27 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. Here's the windup for the 2-2. That one popped into right center field. Croce coming on. Can't make the diving catch. But Shearing's there to back it up to hold Madej to a single.
Do the first ball hit base. Direction, that was the second base hit of the game right there.
They'll bring up Mason Apple.
Apple went 2 for 4 yesterday with 4 RBIs, being a huge part of the team's offense and delivering the winning, the go-ahead runs yesterday in the game. He also had 1 run himself.
5 of the 7 runs accounted for to the big right fielder. His first pitch, it's a fastball outside that goes off the glove of Gunnar Rainey behind the plate. That'll put the runner in scoring position with 2 outs. 1-0 pitch. Fastball in for a strike. Oppel, the third best batting average in the MIAA. Fights off a breaking ball right back to Hanley. He'll throw it over to first to end the inning. So that'll do it for the Dutch in the first inning. Brady Wood, Dugan Darnell, and Chad Paddock due up for the Bulldogs in the second inning. We go to the second, still 0-0. Brady Wood steps in to start the second inning. He had a big day yesterday, going 4 for 5, tallying 2 runs for the Bulldogs. He was 1 for 1. Against Gation, back in that contest on the 4th. Fouls that off to make it a 1-1 count.
1-1 delivery right here.
Breaking ball fouled off and out of play. I'll make it a 1-2 count.
One-two offering here to Brady. Sky that one out to center field. Easy catch out there for Mayday.
Brings up Dugan Darnell, the strong-armed third baseman for the Bulldogs.
Now batting third baseman number 5, Dugan Darnell.
Senior from Northville, Michigan. Throws right, bats left. Has a career .341 batting average with 4 home runs. Watches that one go outside for ball 2. He's ahead in the count 2-0.
2-0 delivery right here to Darnell.
Breaking ball, can't find the zone either. Finds himself behind 3-0. Gation, 22 walks on the season, 28 strikeouts. He's given up 20 runs, 12 of them earned. 39 and a third innings pitched. That one catches the strike zone to keep him alive. 3-1. He's given up 38 hits, 20 runs. One of the better pitchers for the Dutch. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And that one misses low. And Darnell draws a walk to bring up designated hitter Chad Paddock.
Now batting designated hitter number 23, Chad Paddock.
Paddock went 2 for 3 yesterday with a double and 2 RBIs.
Asian checks the runner at first. Starts him off with a breaking ball. Can't quite catch the zone with that. That'll push it to 1-0.
And now gets his lead off from first. 1-0 delivery right here.
It's another breaking ball in on the hands of Paddock. Weak blooper to the shortstop. That'll be out number 2. Bring up Jason Croce, the right fielder for Adrian.
Croce went 2 for 4 yesterday with a 1 himself, looking to prove on that.
Checks the runner.
First pitch to Croce. In there for a strike from the inside.
Croce, 5'10" senior from Geneva, Illinois. Watches the second pitch in for a strike. Down 0-2. Comes in with a .293 batting average. 18 RBIs, 15 runs to his name.
0-2 count, looking to keep the inning alive right here.
The 0-2. Slow bouncer to second. Fairchild has it. Underhand flip is in time to end the inning. Nothing comes of the Darnell walk. Brent Kim, Nick Lepore, and Ted Eppinga due up for the Dutch in the bottom of the second half. You're watching ACTV. Bottom of the second inning will start with shortstop Brant Kim facing Mo Hanley.
Kim went 1 for 3 yesterday with 1 RBI and 2 walks. First pitch to Kim right here.
An RBI came in a crucial moment late in the game as he bounces that one over to Lemlin for the first out of the inning. Brings up Nick Lepore, the designated hitter for Hope.
Lepore went 1 for 5 yesterday with 2 RBIs but 3 strikeouts. Really looking to prove onto his game today.
The middle third of the lineup really struggled production-wise until late in the game. Very quiet at bats, but they came through in crunch time. Really helped out with a comeback to get past Albion and move on to the winner's side of the bracket.
A 1 pitch right here to Lepore.
Fastball misses outside. They'll move the count to 1-1 on Lepore.
1-1 delivery right here.
Off speed, can't come back into the zone. Lepore was 1 for 2 with a walk. Back on May 4th against Adrian. The 2-1 pitch from Hanley. This one's sent out to left field. Cooper will make the play in the gap. 2 quick outs brings up Ted Eppinga, the first baseman.
Eppinga struggled yesterday, going 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts.
He was 1 for 4 and a run, an RBI, that 4-3 victory. First pitch from Hanley. Swing and a miss. Eppinga very aggressive in his at-bats, more times than not going after the first pitch. We saw that a lot in his at-bats yesterday. Very eager to get out of the slump.
You see the very beginning and becoming very aggressive towards the end. Yesterday, he struck out twice looking. Strikes, so he starts off pretty aggressive to start, but towards the end of his bat, he kind of leans off.
Watches that one miss, low and away. Here's the 1-1. Another swing and a miss on a fastball away. Hanley's ahead 1-2.
A little 1-2 count right here. Expect to see some off-speed stuff from Hanley.
Here he goes. Starts with the 1-2. Another fastball away. The first strikeout of the day for Mo Hanley. And this one ends the inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Bulldogs to start the third. We're still scoreless here at Nicolay Field. Jake Lemelin will start things off for Adrian here in the third. He did not see any action yesterday. His first appearance here in the 2019 MIAA tournament. He gets started off with a ball that misses high. Fouls off the 1-0. Push the count to 1-1.
1-1 delivery here to Lemon.
This one misses. A little fake there from the lay on the call. Catches the corner for a strike.
Saw that yesterday with the umpires. It'd be a really late delay sometimes.
Here's the 1-2. This one grounded back up the middle. Easy play for Gation, and he throws him out at first. Sometimes you just never know if it's a ball or a strike right off the bat. You gotta really think about it and evaluate it. Nothing wrong with that. Brittany Cooper comes up, the 9 spot for the Bulldogs.
Cooper went 0 for 3 yesterday, but drove in an RBI.
This one misses high. The 0-1. This one skied up to right field, hanging up there. Wind was pushing it out. That one's going to get down in front of Apple. Cooper's rounding second, and he's going to be held up at third.
First hit of the tournament for Cooper's a triple. I think he'll take that.
So now Bulldogs get to the top of the order. They'll run around the third with only 1 out. Shearing looking to drive him in and get the scoring started.
First pitch to Shearing right here.
Fastball catches the corner for a strike. Very important to get ahead, especially with runners in scoring position. Don't want to work from behind in the count. This one blows by him. Also on the outside corner. It's going to be 0-2 to Shearing. Big out here for Hope if they can get Shearing down on strikes. Here's the 0-2. And he got him swinging. 4 out, number 2.
Hope.
That'll bring up Thomas Miller. For Adrian. Cooper gets to third. On a triple with 1 out. Gation shuts the door on Shearing. He's going to go from the windup here with 2 down. Runner on third. That one misses low.
Miller would hate to leave the guy on base right here.
Here's the 1-0. That one fouled up and out of play. Adrian only lost 2 games against the 3 other teams in the MIAA. Hope is one of those. Hope looking to do it again to advance on the championship round. 1-2 fouled back up and out of play.
Nice little breaking ball there. 1-2 count. Miller looking to protect, keep the inning alive.
The 1-2 bounce up to the middle. Gation fields his position. Underhand flip to first. And the triple comes to nothing as he gets a ground out to end the inning. Huge defensive stop there for the Dutch. They're going to go 8-9-1 in the bottom of the third. We're still scoreless here at Nicolay Field. Joey Marucci, the third baseman's going to start things off for Hope.
Marucci went 1 for 3 yesterday for the Dutchman.
First pitch misses outside. He did draw a walk in that game. Couldn't find his way around the bases though. The 1-0 fouled off. Moves the count to 1-1.
Marucci looking to get it started here for the Dutchman here at the bottom of the third.
The 1-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that stays high. The 2-1 pitch from Hanley. Fastball right back here. This thing was screaming.
2-2 count now on Marucci. Didn't stay alive. Two delivery.
Hanley gives him another fastball. Grounder over to Miller. He sends it over to Wood in time. For the out. That'll bring up Jack Soika, the left fielder, left-handed batter for the Dutch.
Soika went 1 for 4 yesterday in the game against Albion with scoring 1 run himself. First pitch to Soika.
Fastball misses outside. Hanley's struggling to get ahead of the hitters early in the count. Not a lot of first pitch strikes so far. That one bounces in, goes behind 2-0 to the 9-hitter. Step off and take his time here. He's going to fight his way back into this at-bat. 2-0, bottom of the strike zone for a strike. Sometimes as a pitcher, that's what it takes. Just back off, collect yourself for a minute.
Calm the nerves down. Just relax and throw right in there for a strike.
The 2-1. Soika shows bunt, pulls back. We'll watch it go by for a 3-1 count. It's a good count to be aggressive as a hitter. Here's the windup for the 3-1. That one misses outside. Soika draws a walk. Gets us to the top of the lineup in Jordan Fairchild, who flew out to third in his last at bat.
Soika gets his lead from first. Hanley throws back. Soika is safe.
Hanley comes set. Another check over to first. Not in time. The long pause. Comes home. Misses outside.
Soika is second right now on the team for stolen bases with 25, so don't be surprised if you see one try to take a base right here.
Hanley trying to keep him close. That is a pretty aggressive lead. And here he goes on the pitch. Throw down from Rainey, not in time.
That stolen base right there. He's now tied with Evan Mayday for the most steals on the team with 26.
Typically you see the lead off from first, just going to that cut right there. He had his back foot on the cut. Got a good jump. Works his way into scoring position with just one out. With 1-1 count to Fairchild. Here's the 1-1. That one low and away. Rainey scoops it. To hold the runner back at second. There was an aggressive lead there from Soika. Maybe thinking about 3 here. Hanley gives him a look. Pauses. And there he goes for third. Hit and run. And Thomas makes a play in the hole. Fires over to first. The stretch from Wood, but not in time. Perfectly executed hit and run. for the Dutch. Miller makes a fantastic effort to get to that one in the hole. That one saved a run. Runners on the corner for the catcher, Trey Slanzik. He grounded out to third.
Slanzik looking to break the tie right here with the base hit. First pitch to Slanzik.
Runner fakes from first. Hanley delivers a strike.
Be interesting to see if the coach for the Dutchman send Fairchild here from first.
The 0-1 pitch coming up from Hanley. Fairchild's going to get caught here. He's stuck in the middle. And Miller just elects to run him back to first. Gotta wonder if that was a designated call. If that was Hanley just being aware to catch him over there at first. It's a tough situation to be in over there, especially defensively. You got to keep your eye on the runner at third. They were able to get out of that. Keep the runners where they are. At the end of the day, that's a win defensively.
Don't be surprised if you send Fairchild here again right here.
0-2 count to Slanzik. Excuse me, 0-1. They're just going to let Fairchild take second there. Uncontested.
Going to count 1-1 now with 1 out and both runners in scoring position.
Hanley's going to go back to the windup. A 1-2 on the way. Fastball, slow grounder back to Hanley. He's going to freeze the runners and throw to first for a huge second out in the third inning. He's going to bring up Evan Mayday, a left-handed center fielder, with 2 runners in scoring position with 2 outs for the Dutch.
First delivery to Mayday right here.
That one's in for a strike. He's going to work ahead in the count. Mo Hanley with the 0-1. Breaking ball outside. They'll even things up at 1 apiece.
1-1 delivery right here to Mayday.
Comes back to the breaking ball. Can't find the zone. We'll make it 2-1.
Pitcher's count right here from Mayday. Let's see if he takes advantage of it.
Mason Apple is on deck. Looking to add to his RBI count here in the tournament. If Mayday can find a way. Breaking ball misses high. He's ahead of the count 3-1.
As you mentioned, Apple on deck. That is someone they do not want to face right now, especially with bases loaded if they walk Mayday right here.
Hanley steps back to settle himself in. Trying to hang on to Mayday. And he lost him low and away.
That'll bring up the power slugger number 24, Mason Apple. Looking to break this scoreless lead right now, or scoreless tie right now.
Swaika's at third, Fairchild at second. Evan Mayday at first. Mason Apple at the plate. Mo Hanley looking to pitch out of a jam here. Wind up first pitch fouled off. Apple taking a big breath after the 0-1.
Apple right now leading the team in hits, doubles, RBIs, and average. Definitely the guy they want at the plate right now with bases loaded.
The 0-1. skips in. Huge block there by Rainey to save a run. Long look in from Hanley. Here comes the 1-and-1. Breaking ball fouled off by Apple.
1-2 count now on Apple. Apple looking to protect, keep the inning alive. Hanley looking to finish it right here. Be interesting to see if Hanley works around him or goes right at him.
Rainey flashes the sign. Hanley with the 1-2. That one fouled off the left side. Both teams know in this matchup, every run is huge, especially in the postseason. We've seen a lot of tight contests in the regular season between these two teams.
Here comes the 1-2 delivery to Apple.
Right back up the middle, past Hanley. That's going to plate 2 runners for Hope. 2 RBIs, single for Mason Apple.
Apple continues to show his strength at the bat right there. Huge runs right there for Hope, that Flying Dutchman.
Soika and Fairchild find their way home. Made it up to second. That'll bring up Brant Kim, the shortstop. Looking to keep things going with still a runner in scoring position. Hanley's fastball misses low.
One-0 delivery to Kim right here. Hanley looks back, does not throw it. Keeping Mayday in check right there.
Comes set, the 1-0. Misses inside. 2-0 on the Dutchman shortstop. Hanley comes set. Breaking ball on 2-0 finds its way into the zone for strike 1.
Hitters counting out of Kim, looking to take advantage of that, keep the inning alive. Nice little 2-out rally.
Hanley with the 2-1, another breaking ball. Can't snap it off. That'll bring up 3-1. Designated hitter Nick Lepore on deck looking on. Hanley's 3-1 pitch. Misses low and inside. That'll load him up again. As Kim draws a walk, Nick Lepore steps in with bases loaded. Looking to add on to this big inning for Hope.
Designated hitter number 15, Nick Lepore.
Hope plates 2 here in the third. Have them loaded again. Looking for more. Hanley starts him off with a breaking ball for strike 1.
Lepore looking to keep the inning alive right here with the base hit.
The 0-1, another breaking ball. Can't find the zone. Pushes the count to 1-1.
1-1 delivery here. Oh, timeout. Batter calls times.
Bases loaded. Here's the 1-1 from Mo Hanley. Fouled off. Gets ahead 1-2. All things considering, if Mo Hanley can get out of this only giving up 2 runs, I consider that a win for him. Having the bases loaded twice in an inning. Looking to leave him stranded. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses high. Struggled with the command on the breaking ball today.
Great snag right there by Rainey to make sure nobody got through there.
That's the second time he's done work behind the plate with a runner on third.
2-2 count now for the pour.
Hanley gets the sign. The 2-2 offering. Misses outside. That runs the count full. Runners are going to be on the move with 2 outs, full count.
Hanley would hate to lose this guy right here, so he needs to at least throw a strike.
So the runners take off. There's the pitch fouled off. That slow windup. Kim was already rounding second before the pitch was thrown. You might want to see Hanley go from the stretch here. Base hit in the outfield scores them all. If Kim's rounding second before contact's even made,
Full count
stick
delivery.
with the windup. The full count pitch fouled off into the glove of Gunnar Rainey, and the Dutch leave them loaded. Huge pitch there from Mo Hanley. No better time for his second strikeout of the day. The Dutch send 8 to the plate. They leave them loaded, but they score 2. Bulldogs trail by 2 going into the 4th. 3-4-5 due up for Adrian. Gunnar Rainey steps in. 3-4-5 hitters due up. Adrian finds themselves trailing 2-0 in the 4th. We were in a similar spot yesterday against Elma. Found themselves trailing 3-0 before rallying back. Rainey sees a fastball in for strike 1. Looking to get things started. It was about mid-game yesterday too when the bats finally woke up for the Bulldogs to come back. Hope looking to prevent that from happening.
Rainey looking to start this thing strong here with a base hit. That right there be a foul off, making the count 0-2, not having to protect.
Counts 0-2. We'll see what Gation elects to do here. He wants to waste one, try to get him chasing or go after him. Off speed up high.
Nice little waist pitch right there from Gation.
With Gunner having the best batting average in MIAA, it's going to be hard to get him to chase on something outside the zone. The 1-2, that one sent back up to Gation. The second time fielded this position on a hard shot up the middle. And it's huge when you can have a pitcher doing both. As you see, the Dutch scored as one got by Hanley. Oh, bring up Brady Wood, the first baseman for the Bulldogs. He flew out to center in his last at bat. Lined up in the pitch from Gation, breaking ball. The slow 12-6 curve finds the zone.
Both times now, Gation started off both batters with a nice little breaking ball, both for strikes.
Comes back to it. Can't find the zone on that one.
Slanzik right there didn't seem to like that call. Hesitated a little bit when throwing back to the pitcher.
You've seen McNally say, come on. I'm not going to change my mind. Let's throw the ball back. Keep the game going.
Bad throw right there from Slanzik back to the pitcher.
So nice count 2-1.
Hitter's count here for Wood. Wouldn't take advantage of that with one out.
The 2-1 pitch. Another breaking ball. Heavy dose of breaking balls to Wood as he flies it into center field. Looks like these Dutch defenders are struggling a little bit out in the outfield. Getting underneath them, but nonetheless he makes the catch. The wind is blowing out and blowing pretty strong. So that has something to do with it. Has a lot to do with it as they carry more towards the fence.
Especially with a gloomy day like this, hard to see the ball kind of blending up there in the sky.
Dugan Darnell steps in. Had a big day yesterday, looking to continue that this afternoon. Fastball there. Catches the outside part of the plate. You see Gation get ahead of all three batters in the count. In the fourth, he misses there.
Darnell crowding the back of that plate right there.
Darnell ran into a little bit of controversy yesterday with the way he crowds the plate. He got hit by a pitch and called back. They had him leaning over the plate. Called it a strike. Ended up striking out that at bat, I believe.
2-1 count here with 2 outs to Darnell.
They wind up from Gation. That one stays high. Now Gation, you see, he's slowing himself down a little bit.
With a batter with Darnell, it must be hard, especially when he's crowding the plate for a pitcher for Gation to throw a strike right here.
Lefty winds up, throws a fastball. Darnell sends it into center field. That one's going to get down off the wall and back towards the infield. Darnell's rounding third, and Mayday sends in the throw. It's not in time. We just talked about the wind, the cloud cover. Tough to see. That one turned him around. The wind is pushing towards right center field. And you see that one push it away from Mayday.
The DH right here, Chad Paddock up to bat, looking to drive a run in here for Adrian with 2 outs. Going to start a little 2-out rally right here.
So for the second time, the Bulldogs have a runner at third with 2 outs. They stranded him last time. Looking for a different result here.
First pitch to Paddock.
Another breaking ball in for a strike. You gotta love the confidence to throw a breaking ball. You know it'll count. He has thrown it very well for strikes. Here's the 0-1 fouled off.
Gation seemed to be going right after Paddock right here. Starting off with 0-2 count. Paddock has to protect now. Especially with 2 outs and runners on third base.
Gets the sign from Slanzik. The 0-2 is a breaking ball. And he got him.
Huge pitch right there for Gation to keep Bulldogs in the 0 slot.
That's his first strikeout of the afternoon, and with the way he's starting to heat up, not thinking it's going to be his last. So the Bulldogs strand a runner 90 feet away once again. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. 7-8-9 due up for Hope. Ted Eppinga steps in to start the bottom half of the 4th. He's having a rough stretch here in the tournament. Grounds that one to short. Thomas Miller fields it on a hop, sends it over. Eppinga's now 0 for 6 in the tournament. I'll bring up Joey Marucci. He's 1 for 4 with a walk so far in the postseason.
Looking to get some started here for the Dutchman.
He grounded out to the shortstop in his last at bat. This one misses outside from Hanley. The Bulldogs do have some action going in their bullpen. This one grounded up the middle, fielded by Lemlin, and it goes in time to retire Marucci. That'll bring up Jack Soika.
After that struggling inning for Hanley last inning, I'm sure he's really happy to see 2 straight outs pretty quick right here at the bottom of the 4th.
Always good to bounce back from long, stressful innings and make quick work in the next. Soika started everything off last inning with a walk. Looking to get a 2-out rally going here as he watches that one in for strike 1. And Hunter, we saw yesterday Adrian get an arm loose in the bullpen, and we had Denny who was struggling a little bit. Once they got guys up in the bullpen, things started to click for him. Looking for the same here from Denny. Given in that appearance, the Bulldogs put up a 3 spot to tie things up against Elmer and allow Denny to stay in the game.
Hanley's looking to do the same right here, help the Bulldogs keep everyone off base and hopefully keep himself in the game.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball. Catches the corner, sweeping through. I'll push the count to 1-2 for Mo Hanley.
One-two count right here to Soika, looking to protect.
And he's going to take a breaking ball to the back. And once again, Soika's on first.
Bring up the top of the order now for the Dutchman, starting number 8, Fairchild.
Soika stole second last time he was on the base pass. So we'll keep an eye over on him at first. It's somewhat of an aggressive lead.
Hanley hopes to stay in the game. He's really got to get that breaking ball in control right there.
Takes a little more. And Hanley's going to check on him. He's back in time. It's always fun to watch guys that are good at stealing bases and watch their approach and their leadoff.
They really can be a pain for these pitchers out here.
Soika gets an aggressive lead and then typically takes a few more steps, a couple more baby steps as Hanley checks on him once more. Takes that step when Hanley comes set. That time he just got back. Like you said, it can really get in the head of a pitcher when you got someone over on first. They have a huge possibility to take second. Aggressive lead. Quick throw over from Hanley this time.
3 straight times nice throw over there. Keeping Soika in check.
This is typically where you see a runner take off. You think he's not coming 3 times, and there he goes. And this one's not in time from Rainey, as he safely takes second. The pitch was a ball. And Soika does it again. Gets himself into the scoring position with 2 outs.
With that steal right there, now he's the number 1 lead on stolen bases for the Dutchman with 27 on the season.
It's always good out of your 9-hitter to be able to get on first, get yourself in scoring position for the top of the lineup. He creeps off a second now. And this one's in the dirt, and he's going to find his way over to third. Rounds it aggressively.
Seems to me that Soika has gotten ahead of Hanley right there. Hanley's struggling to throw a strike right here to Fairchild. 2-0 count now. Fairchild has a good position right here to get a base hit.
So 2-0 count. Looks like Hanley's going to go back to the windup. We talked about the pace of his windup delivery and how Kim was halfway there. And check this out. Going for home. Looked like there was a missed sign there. Maybe a safety squeeze.
Hope coach right there thinking that Hanley balked right there.
So Soika gets thrown out trying to steal home. And a crucial decision. You got to wonder if that was maybe a missed sign, missed safety squeeze there.
Maybe with Hanley's slow delivery there, probably thinking they could get him off guard, maybe balk right there to get the runner in for home right there. Seems like the Hope coach is still out there talking to the umpire.
Nonetheless, what would have been a 3-0 count with a runner on third turns into out number 3. 7-8-9 due up for Adrian in the top of the 5th. Jason Croce steps in for the Bulldogs. Ground out to second in his last at bat.
Bulldogs really need to get the ball running right here. Still scoreless here in top of the 5th. Gation starts him out right there with the ball high.
Middle innings really where you want to get aggressive on your pitcher. This is where the starter's running into extended pitch counts. Just before you get to the bullpen, this is when you want to attack and try to get some runs back before you start facing a new arm.
It's about the 2nd or 3rd time these batters here have seen the pitcher, so hopefully they have him down by now.
This one lined down the left field line and foul. Pushes the count to 2-1.
Hitter's count right here for Croce, looking to capitalize on it.
Big swing and a miss there. Pushes the count to 2-2.
Iffy swing right there from Croce. Ball looked to be going outside, a little bit of ball. Nice outside pitch there from Gation.
2-2 fouled off on the breaking ball.
Gation doing a good job putting that breaking ball right there in that outside corner. Good job tricking the batters today.
That one misses high. Runs the count full on Croce. Croce 2 for 5 this postseason. Payoff pitch is blooped into the gap. Mayday's there to cut it off. to keep Croce to a single. It's a leadoff single, and the first time the Bulldogs get their leadoff guy on to start the inning. They bring up Blake Lemlin. He grounded out to the pitcher. His last at bat.
First pitch Lemon right here.
Just breaking ball. He shows bunt, pulls back. Lemlin, the sophomore from Woodhaven, Michigan. Making his 4th appearance. His first at bats of the year. Shows bunt, pulls back. It's 2-0 on Lemlin.
Gation right here struggling to throw a strike. 2-0 count right here. Expect to see one right here.
The 2-0 finds its way in for a strike.
Move to count 2-1 with hitters count for Lemlin right here. Hoping to capitalize on it.
Long look over at first. Shows bunt again as Lemlin. He gets it down the first base side. That'll move the runner up to second. Sacrifice bunt from Lemlin. You got to wonder if that's what he's in the lineup to do. Getting his first at-bats of his career.
Bring up number 21, Cooper right here, who tripled at his last bat, hoping to repeat it. Get that runner in from second with only 1 out.
That one went over the head of Oppel out in right field. Long look over at Croce. Breaking ball misses high.
Seems to be Gation's go-to today, throwing that breaking ball first pitch.
Off speed there, can't find the zone.
Count moved to 2-0 for Cooper.
The 2-0 finds the zone for a strike. The 2-1 for Cooper after a long look to second, fouled back. 2-2. Now the count.
2-2 count on Cooper, looking to protect, keep getting alive.
Gation checks to second. The windup, the 2-2 misses outside. 3-2 count.
Full count right here for Cooper. Here comes the delivery.
The payoff pitch is a fastball outside. Cooper's able to hold off on it. The check down to the field umpire, and he says he held up. So Cooper gets the first on the walk. They'll bring the top of the lineup, and Zach Shearing, the runners on first and second, and we'll have a conversation out on the mound with Gation.
First time here seeing Gation kind of struggle in the game.
Shearing just 1 for 7 in this postseason. His one hit is an RBI double, 2 RBI double. Looking for one of those to get the Bulldogs on the board.
Now batting the center fielder,
Hope in their most successful season in team history with 30 wins now on the year. Their previous best was 28 back in 2010, 2002.
First pitch to Shearing right here.
Starts him off with a breaking ball, in for a strike.
I feel like if Gation keeps continuing throwing that breaking ball first pitch, it's going to be a little predictable out there. A 1 pitch to Shearing.
Long look back at Croce. The 0-1's down low, gets Shearing to offer at it.
0-2 count now. Shearing needs to protect. 1 out. Dutchman looking to see a ground ball right here to maybe turn 2.
Long check on Croce. Here's the 0-2. Slow bouncer to third. We'll see what he's going to do. His only play is to first, and he will retire Shearing. Brings up Thomas Miller.
Miller now with 2 outs. Runners on third and second. Would hate to leave these runners on base again for the 3rd straight inning.
Now batting shortstop, number 4, Thomas Miller.
Thomas Miller, just 1 for 5. 1 for 6 rather in the postseason. Can come up huge. We talked yesterday how Moments find hitters like this when they've been struggling. They get a big chance like this to capitalize and turn it around for them.
Ball bounced the plate right there.
That's another first pitch breaking ball.
One old pitch right here to Miller.
Fastball to third, bobbles it, still gets the throw off, not in time, as Miller finds his way to first.
Rucci cannot be happy with that bobble right there.
Croce scores. Cooper.
That will go down as an error from Rucci.
So it's not going to look good for the batting average for Miller, but he'll take it. So he finds his way to first to bring up Gunnar Rainey with a runner on third, looking to tie things up here.
Now batting the catcher, number 10, Gunnar Rainey.
One of the bigger at-bats of the game right here. Don't be surprised if they send Miller from first.
Runners on the quarter for one of the top hitters in the conference. 2 outs. Fastball bounces in. Both catchers doing tremendous work behind the plate, blocking pitches in the dirt, getting out of their stance for wild pitches, saving runs with runners just 90 feet away. Here's the 1-0. There's the breaking ball. That one misses high. 2-0. Usually a sign of fatigue when you're missing high. Can't follow through, especially with a 6-7 frame. It's a long way to get it back down.
Needs to work back down the strike zone, throw a strike right here. Keep the count even.
Big hitter count for Rainey. Here's the 2-0 off speed. Rainey gets a bat on it, going towards the gap. And will find the glove of Soika. And again, the Bulldogs leave a runner on third, but they'll score one this time to bring themselves within 1. We got 1, 2, 3 coming up for the Dutch. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Dutch here at Nicolay Field.
baseman, number 8,
Jordan Fairchild will step in to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Mo Hanley's still coming out for the Bulldogs. Had a good inning of work last inning.
Seems the Bulldogs do have a pitcher warming up in the bullpen over there right now.
It's not the typical 1-2-3 inning, but he did have a 1-2-3 inning. Fooled him there to go up to 0-2.
The Dutchmen hoping to add on to their 1-run lead right now.
The 0-2 breaking ball got him for his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. That'll bring up Trace Slanzik. He's 0 for 2 today. After going 3 for 5 yesterday against Albion. A couple of ground outs to his name.
Looking to get this inning started right here for the Dutchman. First pitch misses outside for ball.
They wind up for the 1-0. Breaking ball misses.
Count moves to 2-0.
Deep breath from Hanley. Here comes the 2-0. That one catches the corner for strike 1.
Hitter's count right here for Slanzik. Looking to take advantage of it. 1 out.
Here's the 2-1. Grounder over to first. Brady Wood goes down to a knee, and he'll make the play. 2 quick outs. Once again, in the 5th for Hanley, that'll bring up Evan Mayday. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk. First pitch from Hanley, off speed for a strike.
A 1 pitch right here.
Check swing. McNally's going to say that he went on that one. That'll push the count to 0-2.
Mayday trying to keep the inning alive.
Sends this one into left for Cooper. Easy 1-2-3 inning for Mo Hanley, as he's now retired 6 straight. And we'll go 4-5-6 for the Bulldogs. Top of 6, they're chasing 1. Stay here for the end here on ACTV. Brady Wood steps in the right-handed batter's box to start the inning.
Gation been throwing that breaking ball first pitch. See if he gives it to him right here. Start off the inning.
Here's the windup. There it is. You'd jump all over that first pitch breaking ball, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
See it coming.
Little high right there. Umpire wanted to call a strike, but decided otherwise. Here's again right there. That's a strike right at that time.
It's tough as a hitter to go after a curveball high, especially coming from him. Starts off so high, and then it comes down to catch just the top of the zone. 1-1 goes with the heater there to get ahead 1-2.
With Gation's 6'7" build, he has that demanding curveball to be able to drop that ball that low. Very skillful for a pitcher. 1-2 delivery.
This one fouled off down the right side. Keeps the count 1-2. Brady, couple of flyouts to center field so far today. Jumps on the breaking ball, sends it over to Kim, who fires over, and a nice scoop at first by Eppinga to retire Wood for the first out of the inning.
Bring up Dugan Darnell, the third baseman for the Bulldogs.
He's got a walk and a triple to his name. That triple was a deep shot to center field on a line. Turned around. Mayday out in the outfield. Looking to get a nice piece of it here.
There's that breaking ball once again to start off the batter.
This one drops down low. Misses the bottom of the zone. The 1-0. That one misses as well. 2-0 to Darnell. Darnell in their last homestand against the Dutch hit a towering home run. Just left at 375 for a grand slam. Had a big day for him. He had a diving stop at third. Tremendous play in the field. Then came in and got a save as well. You know, why not? Do a little bit of everything. He got the save yesterday against Elma as well. Here's the 3-0 to him. That one finds his own for a strike. Looked like he was taken all the way on that one.
3-0 count. Gation looking to work his way back here to make the count full.
The 3-1 misses outside. And Darnell's going to get a walk with one out. That'll bring up Chad Paddock. Chad Paddock's going to step in here. Runner on first. One out. Gation. There he goes with a fastball on pitch. On the first pitch of the at-bat. Missed that one low.
Paddock still hitless in this game right here. It's a fly out to the left field, fly out to the third baseman, and then strikeout. His last at-bat.
That one catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. That'll push it to 1-1. Long look over at first. Here's the 1-1. That one bounces in. Stands like down to block it. Keep the runner at first.
Seems like today both catchers having to block the ball out of there. Pitchers struggling to throw it in the strike zone. Hitter's count right here for Paddock. Looking to take advantage of it. Runner on first.
The 2-1. Grounder down the third base side. Off the glove of Marucci and into the outfield. Darnell coming in, slides into third. Paddock, big round around first base. He'll go back to first. Runners on the corner for Jason Croce, who singled and later scored back in the fifth.
Now batting right fielder number 32.
Croce looking to drive the runner in from third, tie this game up.
Croce's last at bat was a blooper over the second baseman. Here's the pitch from Gation. That one's in for a strike.
Come set. 0-1 delivery here.
This one driven down the line in left. It's going to get down in the corner. It's going to score. Darnell Paddock's coming around second. Into third. This one's mishandled in the outfield. Paddock's coming around to score. And Croce is in with a 2 RBI base hit. That'll plate Paddock from first. And the Bulldogs take a 3-2 lead.
Huge at bat right there for Croce.
Croce, 2 consecutive hits. And that's going to end the night for Gation. He goes 6 in the third innings. He's going to leave a runner on third. We'll have a reliever coming in. We'll be back after this warm-up concludes here on ACTV. And we're back. Sam Balke is the pitcher out of the bullpen. He's going to make his 18th appearance on the year. He has a runner on third. Infield drawn in for the Dutch. Looks like Balke started a few games last year. Now he's moved to a primarily bullpen role as his first pitch is a ball. 31 2/3 innings pitched this year. He's given up 26 hits, 18 runs, 17 of them earned, 18 walks, 24 strikeouts. Carries a 4.90 ERA. Up to this point. This one's shot into left field. And that's going to be deep enough to score the runner from third.
That'll extend the lead for the Bulldogs, 4-2 now. Bring up Cooper.
Cooper has a triple as well, as Croce joined him this inning with the triple. So that's a huge inning put up by the Bulldogs to rally all the way back. They put up a 3 spot thus far. Now Gashing's night is officially complete. Gives up 6 hits and 4 runs. This one looped into center, and Cooper's going to be on with a single. He's 2 for 2 on the day to get it up to Zach Shearing. Zach Shearing coming on struggled this postseason, looking to turn things around here against Balky.
First pitch to Shearing right here. Fouls it off.
Adrian jumping all over Balky, coming at him early in the count, being aggressive with their at-bats.
Oh, 1 count now to Shearing.
Cooper leads off first. Balky gives him a couple of looks. There goes Cooper, off speed in for a ball.
Nice throw right there from Slanzik to get the out. And the inning
Slanzik
right there.
nails Cooper at second. And that's going to end the inning. That's a couple times now. We've seen base running, trying to get an extra 90, and the inning for each team. We got a new ball game. Mason Apple is going to start it off in the bottom of the 6th, fouled by Brant Kim and Nick Lepore, coming up against Mo Hanley. Bulldogs lead at 4-2 here on ACTV. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. Mason Apple steps in. Mo Hanley with a 1-0 delivery and gets it by him to go ahead 0-1 in the count.
Huge aggressive swing right there from Apple. Both teams seem to be very aggressive on that first pitch.
Apple, 2 RBI single back in the 3rd. He's 1 for 2 on the day.
That pitch right there will miss outside, made him count 1-1.
Apple's been .500 throughout this postseason. He's staring down Hanley with a 1-1 count. Fouls this one off the first base side. That'll push the count to 1-2.
1-2 count now on Apple. Apple looking to protect. Started off here for the Dutchman.
Apple, the 3rd best in batting average in the conference. 4th in RBIs. This one sent down the gap. It's going to be gloved by Miller, which will keep Apple to a single.
To start, the Dutchman wanted right there. Apple, one of the best hitters coming through, getting a starter for the Dutch.
I'll bring up Brant Kim. He's 1 for 4 in the tournament. He's drawn a walk. That's his 3rd walk in the postseason. He does have an RBI to his name. Trying to get the signs as he's in the box.
First pitch to Kim.
That one fouled up and out of play.
Oh, 1 count now. Hanley looks Apple back from first. Throws it
Breaking
outside.
ball outside, 1-1.
Count moved to 1-1 now on Kim. Apple gets his lead at first.
The 1-1 pitch, fastball misses low.
Hitters count now for Kim. See if he takes advantage of it. No outs. Apple on first.
Late discipline for Kim. One of his better attributes. That one sent the other way into the hole between first and second. Back-to-back singles for the Dutch.
Definitely start the Dutch wanted to start off this inning.
They'll bring up designated hitter Nick Lepore. 1 for 7 thus far in the tournament. He's flew out and struck out today.
Looking to change it up here with the base hit. Keep this inning going for the Dutch.
So the first two get on with singles. Lepore steps in the box. Looking to go to work. Shows bunt. Fouls that one off of his leg. And Josh McNally, the plate umpire, is all over it.
Move the count to 0-1 on Lepore.
Seen a lot of small ball here in the tournament.
Especially when they get those 2 runners on base with no outs. Hope's looking to move both of them right here.
Hanley comes set. Corners now brought in. And this one's skied to the gap. Shearing giving chase. We got a collision. Looks like the catch was made. That's going to plate the runner.
Coach
from
over there.
Second.
Third base coach fell over there running with the player.
So Oppel's going to score. The catch was made by Croce. We have a knee-to-knee collision. Couldn't really tell who came up with it because they were both so shooken up. You just didn't see the ball out there. So the training staff's going to tend to them. We'll take a break. Hope plates 1. They're going to have runners on first and second with 1 out when we come back here on ACTV. So both outfielders, Zach Shearing and Jason Croce, going to stay in the game. It's always a good sight to see after a collision like that. That's going to bring up Ted Eppinga for the Dutch.
Eppinga really struggled this tournament so far. Still has no base hits throughout the tournament, making him 0 for 7 this tournament. Looking to change that around right here with runners at second.
I was fooled too. I thought there was a runner on first as well before we went to the break. Just 1 on second.
Eppinga, one of the more aggressive batters, still doesn't have a hit. Really hoping to drive the runner in from second. 1-0 count on him now with 1 out. 1-0 delivery right here. Swings and fouls it off. They can count 1-1.
Hanley was in a bit of a trouble back in the 3rd and 4th innings. Worked his way out of it to stay in the game. Now he sees his team hanging on to a 4-3 lead as he goes to work here in the 6th. This one sent up the middle. Diving stop by Miller. Comes up throwing. Not in time, as Eppinga is able to leg out a single to give himself an average here in the postseason. I'll bring up Joey Marucci. It's a good play by Miller to keep it in the infield.
Huge at bat from Eppinga, getting his first hit of the tournament right there. Now with runners at first and second for Marucci. Hoping to keep the inning alive right here with another base hit.
So now we have runners on first and second. Double play is in line.
Ball
This
gets away
one
from him.
bounced in. Rainey's able to keep it out in front. Runner at second. Kim thought about it and thought better of it and turned around back to second.
Once again, you see these catchers moving, being really mobile. They having to block the ball a lot for these pitchers. 1-0 pitch right here.
This one's bounced to short. Slow bouncer. They'll flip to second for one. Not in time for the double play. Nonetheless, they get an out.
Bring up Soika up the bat now. Looking to keep the inning alive with 2 outs. Runner at first and third.
Soika's walked and gotten hit by a pitch so far today. They'll keep him at 1-4 for the tournament. A couple of stolen bases, and he's scored twice this postseason.
Last time he was tagged out trying to steal home.
Not every day you get to say that.
Big swing right there from Soika. Misses for the first strike. Moving the count to 0-1. Hanley hoping to end the inning right here with this batter.
Darnell's playing in on the cut. Middle infield's back deep. Right underneath Rainey. She's able to keep that one from going back to the backstop. Catcher's playing a huge role in today's game. Pitcher's making them really work back behind the plate.
Counts 1-1 now with 2 outs. One delivery.
Breaking ball finds its way in for a strike. He'll move ahead 1-2 on Soika.
1-2 counting on Soika. Soika needs to protect. Got a little 2-out rally right here maybe. One-two delivery right here.
It's a breaking ball in the dirt. Rainey scoops it up.
2-2 count with 2 outs now. Be nice to see what Hanley gives him here, if he's aggressive and goes after him or works around him.
Long look in. Soika gets uncomfortable, so he calls time. Hanley gets the signal. Comes set. Runner takes off from first. Pitches outside. And Rainey stops it. Will allow the runner to move ahead 90 feet.
2 outs now. Runners at second and third. Full count. Base is open at first, so if he does walk him, load the bases for leadoff hitter Fairchild.
Hanley comes set. Here the full count pitch is a breaking ball in the zone. He gets him looking. That is the backwards K for Hanley. And his 4th strikeout of the day. That'll keep the Bulldogs in front 4-3. We'll have 1, 2, 3 hitters up for Adrian. They are leading 4-3 going into the top of the 7th here on ACTV. Zach Shearing steps in for the Bulldogs. A couple of big innings. Innings 5 and 6 to regain the lead. And this one's driven into center field. Mayday's on that run. One pitch and one out to start the 7th for Sam Belke, who came in relief last inning for Gation.
Miller now to the plate for the Bulldogs.
With 3 triples today, Adrian is one shy of their school record as a team. It's the most since 2014. That's currently 6th in the country for triples this season. Tommy looks at the first pitch for a strike. He'll be behind 0-1. Shortstop takes that one outside for a 1-1. One for 3 on the day. Reached on an error in his last at bat.
Count moved to 2-1 now. Hitter's count right here for Miller. Two-one delivery.
Fastball inside on the hands. Moves the count to 3-1. Gunnar Rainey on deck looking on. Fastball catches the plate, runs the count full.
Miller looking for a base hit, ball 4 right here.
Calls time as Belke taking a little bit too long for the signals for his liking. They'll reset and try again. Payoff pitch to Miller is a breaking ball. Skied down the first base side. And it's going to find the turf as Fairchild came on. Couldn't quite get all the glove on it. And once again, Miller finds a way to get on. They're going to charge Fairchild with the error there. So Gunnar Rainey steps on, runner on first, 1 away. In the top of the 7th.
Rainey looking to move that runner from first. First pitch to him right here.
Breaking ball. Stays up high for ball 1.
1-0 count now on Rainey.
Checks on Miller over at first. Comes set. Here's the 1-0. Another breaking ball. Can't snap it off. Stays high. 2-0 on Rainey. Belke comes set. Checks the runner at first. 2-0's a fastball that skips in. 3-0 count to the Bulldog catcher. Brady Wood looks on from the on-deck circle.
Three-0 pitch.
Rainey's taking all the way. That one finds the zone for a strike.
Three-run count now with 1 out, runner at first.
Belke checks the runner. 3-1. Grounded to third. And the Dutchman, turn 2, The second inning-ending double play on Rainey.
Huge defensive stop there for the Dutchman.
That'll keep the lead at 1. Top of the order, due up for Hope. In the bottom of the 7th, we'll be back here on ACTV. Leadoff hitter Jordan Fairchild will lead off in the bottom of the 7th. Mo Hanley still going strong. He's got 4 strikeouts on the day, including 1 to Fairchild.
First pitch to Fairchild. This is down low for a ball.
Fairchild's 1 for 3 today.
One old pitch right here to Fairchild.
That one misses inside, 1-1. His hit, grounder in the hole between short and third on a beautifully executed hit and run. He later came around to score. That was back in the 3rd inning for the Dutch, where they played at 2 to start the scoring. Hanley with a 3-0 delivery. That one finds the zone for a strike. Three and 1 on Fairchild. Hanley winds up.
This is inside right there.
Leadoff walk to start the inning for Fairchild. It'll bring up Trey Slanzik.
Another good start here for the Dutchman. Leadoff hitter once again getting on base.
Now letting the catcher number 12, Trace Slanzik.
The last time they had a leadoff guy on, he came around to score. That was Mason Apple back in the 6th.
First pitch to Slanzik. And there for a strike. Moving the count to 0-1.
Hanley checks Fairchild over at first.
Slanzik puts a bunt down, lays it down.
This one rolls foul.
Would have been a nice
count to 0-2.
Would have been a nice bunt if he would have kept that one fair there.
Now the bunt more than likely out of play with 2 strikes. They'll be forced to try to move the runner in a different way.
0-2 count now. Slanzik needs to protect.
Hanley comes set. Long look over at Fairchild at first.
0-2 pitch.
Breaking ball to third. Darnell. Over to second. Lemlin can't get it over to Wood in time for the second out. Be a fielder's choice.
Rainey out there, coming out there, doesn't agree with that call. I'm going to talk to the field umpire right there.
For Slanzik. It'll bring up Madej after this conversation.
Got rain coming. Speed this up.
Makes his way all the way out to first. A little slow on the transfer from Lemlin. It's allowed Slanzik to get down the line. It was a bang-bang play. But at the end of the day, 12 out of 10 times what the ump calls is what's right because he's the man in charge and what he says goes.
Sometimes coach doesn't agree, but sometimes coaches need to get over it and move on from it.
Mayday. 1 for 2 on the day. Flew out to left field in his last at bat. Moves him to 2 for 6 on the postseason. Got to third after walking in the third inning. They haven't been able to get him across to score. Left-handed batter steps in to face the lefty Mo Hanley. There's one out at the bottom of the 7th inning.
First pitch to Mayday right here.
Bounces in. Rainey's able to scoop it up, but can't get it down to second in time.
Once again, you see Rainey having to block the ball out there. Hanley's struggling right now. There's a pitcher warming up in the bullpen for the Bulldogs. Looks like it'll be Schrader out there warming up.
Schrader picked up the win yesterday. Darnell came in for the save. Darnell had a 6-out save yesterday. This gives him 6 on the year, which leads the MIAA. Well, more than likely, we'll try to see Hanley try to finish this one out and give way to Darnell. Hanging on to a 4-3 lead. If he's able to keep the runner from second from scoring.
1-1 pitch.
This one popped up. Works its way over to Miller, who makes the catch.
Be 2 outs now. Up the bat, powerful Mason Oppo looking to get that tying run in there from second. Really huge at bat here for the Dutchman. Oppo came in clutch yesterday, gave him those 2 go-ahead runs for the Dutchman. Now hoping to get the tying run here.
2 RBI single in his last at bat back in the 3rd. Or his second to last. Singled and later scored back in the 6th. To lead off that inning.
Definitely got a Dutchman one right now. It's at bat right here.
Hanley takes a little too long for Oppo as he steps out. Batting .500 on the tournament. 3 for 6. Actually, he's 4 for 7 on the tournament. A little better than 500.
First pitch to Oppo. Inside for a strike.
Seen a lot of breaking balls to start off at bats from both pitchers.
Seems to work out so far pretty successfully. 0-1 count on Oppo now. Looking to put one in play.
Hanley comes set. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball bounces. He's able to check his swing. That one goes all the way back to the backstop. And now Slanzik just got all the way around to third on a couple pitches in the dirt.
Might see another one. If we see another one of those right there by Hanley, and one of third scores, might see Schrader coming a little bit earlier.
Hanley trying to close the door on the Dutch. Here in the 7th, with the runner on third, the 1-1. Bounced over to first. Easy play for Brady Wood. And danger averted. As Wood takes it himself. No runs scored for the Dutch. Adrian hangs on to a 4-3 lead going into the 8th. Wood, Darnell, Paddock due up for the Bulldogs in the top of the 8th. CJ Ottman takes the mound for the Dutch. He's got 11 saves on his career, 5 this year, which is second best to only Dugan Darnell. They tied with 5 saves in the regular season. He's going to face Brady Wood to start this outing. A non-save situation as of now. Definitely good Ottman to close the door. They've used him in 24 2/3 innings pitched. 23 hits, 12 runs, 11 of them earned, 9 walks and 19 strikeouts with a 4.09 ERA. His first pitch here is a ball. The Dutch go to him, hoping to get back on offense, only down by 1. And he gets the first batter.
Good job by Marucci right there.
Fires the first for the first out. He's had a little bit of struggles this afternoon with some pretty hot grounders happened over there.
Darnell up the bat now for the Bulldogs.
Now batting third baseman number 1, Dugan Darnell.
Darnell has one of the 3 Bulldog triples. Walked in his other 2 at bats. Came around to score back in the 6th after walking to get on. Watches the first pitch in for a strike. He gets set. The 0-1 from Ottman misses outside. They'll push the count to 1-1.
One count here on Darnell. Looking to put a ball in play right here.
Watches that one for a strike. The Dutch playing him to pull, getting him the third base line. Second baseman, a few steps into the outfield shortstop. Just about double play depth.
1-2 count now. Darnell looking to protect.
The 1-2 to Darnell. That one sounds like it's off the end of the bat. And they'll pick it up. Foul territory halfway down the line.
Still 1-2 count there for Dugan.
Outman, the junior from Zeeland, Michigan, played his high school baseball at Zeeland East. Here's the 1-2, fouled, out of play. So we'll try again with a 1-2 count to Darnell. Breaking ball fouled off. He'll stay alive. Again, the 1-2 from Ottman. Fastball grounded to second. Easy play for Fairchild. And Ottman's retired the first two batters. And we got designated hitter Chad Paddock.
Elevating designated hitter number 23, Chad Paddock.
2 outs now. Paddock look to get something going right here for the Bulldogs.
1 for 3 today. Pulls on this one into the Bulldog bullpen.
Definitely had the distance right there. Just pulled away too much to the left.
The 0-1 to Paddock. Off speed misses inside. Moves the count to 1-1. Ottman gets the sign from Slanzik. The 1-1 outside for ball 2. That one fouled off. I'll move the count to 2-2 on Paddock.
2-2 count now. Paddock had to protect right here to keep the inning alive.
2 RBIs, batting .500. This postseason is Paddock.
Koshi on deck.
That pitch blooped into right field. Easy play for Apple. And the Bulldogs go down 1-2-3 in the 8th. Ottman comes in to do his job. Kim Laporte and Eppinga due up for the Dutch. They need 1 to tie it up to go into the 9th even. We'll be back here on ACTV. Brent Kim, the shortstop, will lead things off.
Hanley still out there on the mound.
Kim Lepore and Eppinga, the Dutchmen do up in the bottom of the 8th.
Hanley starts out with the ball right there to Kim. Still got Schrader out there warming up for the Bulldogs, just in case Hanley needs him.
He gets a swing there to move the count to 1-1.
One pitch right here to Kim.
Gets him reaching, he fouls it off. And move the count to 1-2. Breaking ball, can't get it to come back.
Move the count to 2-2 on Kim. Be nice to see what Hanley does right here, if he goes right at him or messes with him a little bit with an outside pitch.
Here's the windup for the 2-2. This one popped up the right side. Wood giving chase. Tries to go over the fence for it. Can't quite bring it back.
Kim gets a second chance right here with still a 2-2 count. Looking to start the inning off strong for the Dutchmen. 2 straight innings they've had their leadoff hitter on. Looking to keep that rolling.
Again, the 2-2 from Mo Hanley. Swing and a miss. And Kim's going to go down on strikes. Strikeout number 5 for Mo Hanley. Nick Lepore due up next. He's 0 for 3 today. He's in the 1-8 on the postseason. He's got 2 RBIs. Looking to get on base, get things going for the Dutch. Skies into center field.
Shearing's
under it. Easy play for him. And a quick at bat for Mo Hanley.
Pinga up next for the Flying Dutchman. Got on base for the first time this postseason last at bat. We can keep that rolling.
One pitch at bats are huge. Late in the game when your pitch count gets up like that, allows you to stay in the game a little longer.
First pitch to Eppinga right here.
Hanley's really been cruising since he got in trouble early on in the 3rd. He's only given up 1 run since. That came in the 6th to Mason Apple. He's really shut things down after that. Here's the 1-0. This one lined into the gap. Shearing giving chase. And extends out to snag that one to take a hit away from Eppinga. Eppinga just can't buy one today.
Quick inning right there for Hanley.
With that, you may see him come out in the 9th after making quick work. He's retired 5 straight for the Bulldogs. Croce, Lemlin, and Cooper due up next in the top of the 9th. We got a 1-run ball game. CJ Upman on the mound for the Dutch. We'll be back for 9th inning baseball here on ACTV. Seven, 8, 9. Due up for the Bulldogs. Croce had a triple and came around to score in his last at bat. He's 2 for 3 and he's scored the last 2 times.
Bottom of the order here for the Bulldogs have been very aggressive today. Koshi and Cooper both have triples on the day.
Hopman misses on the first pitch. They go to him to close the door. He did the job as he came out in relief for Belke. Last inning held the Bulldogs there.
Koshi hoping to get something started right here.
Looking to do it again. Croce sends one to short past the diving Kim and into left field. Croce stays hot. Starts the Bulldogs off with a triple. That'll bring up Jake Lemlin. Couple sacrifices to his name and a ground out to the pitcher.
Be interesting to see if he lays one down here and move that runner from first to second in scoring position.
He's the first plate appearances as a Bulldog for Lemlin. And he does square the bunt, pulls back as it's a ball. So looking into the 9th, looks like the Bulldogs have Dugan Darnell down in the bullpen. Getting loose. MIAA leader in saves this year with 6. So more than likely to take the mound in the 9th.
Lemlin lays down the ball right there.
Gets the bunt down the first base side to move the runner. We talked earlier in the broadcast. Could be the reason he made the lineup today. Is to play small ball like this. He's done well.
Cooper up to bat now.
Cooper 2 for 3 on the day after going 0 for 3 yesterday. He has a triple and a single caught stealing. Correction, he's 2 for 2 today. He's got on with a walk. First pitch swinging, flies it out to right field. Oppel retreats and will make the catch.
Koshi will move from second to third right there on that sacrifice fly. Bring it to the top of the order now for the Bulldogs. Shaq Shearing. 2 outs now, runner at third, hoping to bring that runner in, extend their lead from to 2 now.
Shearing 0 for 4. Just 1 for 9 in the tournament, but that one hit, 2 RBI double. See if he can come up big here and get an insurance run for the Bulldogs. It'll be interesting to see if they're going to go to Darnell right away, or if they're going to let Hanley try to finish this one out. He's been in control, retired 5 straight. Hasn't given up a run in the last 2 innings.
I'm sure Hanley would love to complete this game. Be up to Coach Rainey to see what he does out there.
0-2 count to Shearing.
Oh, 2 count now. Shearing needs to protect. 2 outs, trying to get this runner in from third.
Fouled off to stay alive.
Slanzik was hoping to try to catch that in his mitt right there. Just missed it. Bounced off the top of his mitt. Still counts 0-2 on Shearing. Here comes the 0-2 delivery.
Breaking ball down the line, just foul. Nonetheless, he stays alive. The runner on third.
Count remains at 0-2 on Shearing. Really doing a good job protecting out there, trying to put a ball in play.
The 0-2 fastball, this time it's in play, and off the glove of Marucci at third. Into the outfield, RBI for Zach Shearing.
Marucci having a tough time today over at third. It's the second time a ball's gone by him.
There's the insurance run they were looking for.
Now up to the bat would be the shortstop, Miller. Let him keep this two-out rally going.
Miller,
Elevating shortstop number 4.
1 for 4. He's gotten on by error twice. His last 2 at bats. Right around first. This one's sent into the gap. Mayday's giving chase, and he's going to get there. Couple phenomenal inning-ending catches out in center field. First by Shearing, and Mayday says, I can flash the other 2. Are we going to have Mo Hanley, or are we going to have Dugan Darnell?
Looks like Mo
We'll
Hanley
find out.
will get the start right here. So we will
Bottom of
find
the
out.
ninth. Dugan Darnell coming in for the save, looking for save number 7 on the year. Some housekeeping. Sean O'Keefe's going to go to third for Darnell, and Tristan Richardson's going to be out in right field for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 9th, hanging on to a 2-run lead, and Dugan Darnell trying to close the door out the Dutch to move into the championship game on Friday.
With that 2-run lead right now, don't be surprised to see Darnell be really aggressive and come after these Dutchman batters.
He misses that one outside, counts 1-1.
Marucci looking to start off the inning strong here for Hope.
This one popped up to the right side. Welcome to the game. For Tristan Richardson. Ball always finds the new guy. So he makes the play out there in right field.
Shoika up the bat now for the Dutchman. They have 2 outs left right now, so he's do or die time right now for the Dutch.
That one finds the zone. It's going to go up 0-2.
Shoika now has to protect. Be nice to see what Dugan gives to him right here.
And he gets him swinging. They love the passion Darnell pitches with. He knows what's on the line.
Bring up the top of the order for the Dutchman with Fairchild. Hope's last hope right here.
I see what you did there. It will be Fairchild. He's got a walk, a strikeout, a hit, and a pop out to third. We started this with Fairchild popping out to Darnell. Now Darnell looking to finish it with getting Fairchild out as well.
1-0 pitch right here.
Fastball just misses. Moves the count to 2-0.
Pitch. High for a ball, moving the count to 3-0. Don't be surprised to see Fairchild just take this one. Hope willing to do whatever it takes to get that runner on first base. Try to start a little 2-out rally.
Here's the 3-0 from Darnell. That one misses as well.
Bring up number 12, the catcher, Slanzik. Runner at first now, 2 outs. Slanzik looking to get on base himself.
So we see Lemlin back off into the outfield. They're playing him to go opposite field here. As now we see Shearing go to the right side of second base.
Starts Slanzik off right there with a strike right down the pipe. Darnell doing a great job throwing first pitch strikes right out of the bullpen. 0-1 count now on Slanzik.
This one misses high. A 1-1 count on Slanzik. 1-1 misses high as well.
Move the count to 2-1. Hitter's count here for Slanzik. See if he takes advantage of it.
You see a pitcher pitching with emotion. As you saw after the second out from Darnell, sometimes this is the product. You're getting a little too fired up as a pitcher. You got to kind of stay even keeled. Not let yourself get too high or too low.
Keep it relaxed and keep throwing those strikes. 2-1 pitch right here.
2-1. It's in there for a strike to move to 2-2.
2-2 count now. Here on Slanzik. Needs to protect. Sees the final out right here for Hope. It's do or die time right here for the Dutchman.
The Dutch are down to their last strike. Dugan Darnell on the mound, trying to close things out. Runner takes off from first, and it's fouled into the glove of Gunnar Rainey. Adrian College is going to move on to play in the championship game. Coming up next, with a tentative 5 o'clock start time, will be Albion and Elma.
There you have it, third game of the tournament right there. And as you see so far, all 3 teams that have started the game with a losing just came back and won each game right there. It's a crazy start to this tournament. It's so unpredictable.
So Hope's going to go down to the losers bracket. They will play the winner of the next game coming up between Albion and Elma. That game's set to start around 5 o'clock, and we're hoping to get that game between the winner and Hope in at 8 o'clock tonight. Adrian will be playing tomorrow at noon. That's also a tentative start time as we have weather in the area. We'll see how the rest of the day plays out. Adrian moves on to the championship. Hope down to the losers bracket. Elma and Albion coming up next. Don't go anywhere. You're watching MIAA Tournament Baseball here on ACTV.